So someone asked me the question, what's the difference between grown man and grown men? Well, clearly, grown men is plural. That means more than one man. And in a sense, I think the way the person was trying to word it, like, what's the difference between a grown man and a grown ass man? You know what I'm saying? At least that's the way I'm taking it. So this is the way I'm going to break it down. I'm going to give you a scenario. A grown ass man is governed by his own convictions. I don't feel like he's controlled by the minds of men. Someone who is governed by the minds of men can be influenced to do typical nigga shit. Having side bitches because, amongst a group of men, you know what I'm saying, your colleagues, your fellow friends, typically amongst a group of men, if a man comes to his boys and be like, man, I got this little slide, she bad as shit, woo woo. Most men are not gonna be like, bruh, your girl is a good girl, she don't deserve that shit, that's really not cool, this and that. Cause that's the typical nigga shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, amongst a group of like 5 or 6 men, only maybe one might speak up. That's a grown ass man that might be like, you know what? Your girl that you got at home is a queen. Don't do that shit. You see what I'm saying? That's a grown ass man that regardless of what is the normal, typical nigga shit to do, you know what I'm saying? This man is governed by his own convictions. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the minds of men can be immature and it can take them a long time to come to a point of maturity. Whereas a grown ass man, he might come to his age of maturity. Like a grown ass man can be someone at the age of 26. He can decide at the age of 26, I don't want to wait until I'm fucking 37 to step up and be a grown ass man. Like, I don't think that shit that them niggas is doing is cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, those are my folks, those are my men and shit like that. But nah, I feel like I found the queen. Or, I don't want to do typical nigga shit and just hang out on the block and this and that. I'm about to go start my own business. If I'm going to be milling around out in the street, I'm about to mill around out in the street. And yeah, I'm going to be in the club, but I'm be in the club networking. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, y'all doing this shit to throw y'all money away. I'm about to motherfucking be up in this joint to make money. That's a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there is a big difference between someone that's a grown man and someone who is controlled by the minds of men. You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like a grown ass man, they might have a group of colleagues and friends that they hang around with, but 9 times out of 10, they don't have a big ass group. They might have two or three dudes that's like they boys, and they all are fucking solid ass grown ass men just like them. And them niggas can argue and get into disagreements and shit, but they can agree not to disagree because they are their own grown ass man in their own right. They're not like easily influenced by each other's opinions and stuff like that. Like, and I know a group of men that are like that, and they will sit up there and have a glass of fucking Hennessy and a cigar, and they like to sit up there and have intellectual debates like that, because they're grown ass men, and they like to surround themselves around a lot of grown ass men, not a whole bunch of typical men doing the same nigga shit. Like, there is a difference between someone that is controlled and governed by the minds of men. You know what I'm saying? The mind of men, they think in a group setting. You know what I'm saying? They just like they have all the same common goals. Maybe their same common goals ain't to do shit but motherfucking run around the neighborhood, fuck bitches, do bare minimum. And that was another thing that me and my girlfriend, after I talked to the guy that I got this topic from, me and my girlfriend talked about it. And I said, well, what do you think about this topic? Like, what do you think is the difference between a grown man and a grown ass man? You know what I'm saying? Or someone that is a grown man, or someone that's controlled by the minds of men. What do you think the minds of men mean? And she said, like, a grown man is someone that is grown, but if he's governed by the minds of men, he's doing bare minimum. A grown man is someone that is in the house, is the man of the house, but he is literally doing bare minimum just to do enough to say that he's a grown man. You know what I'm saying? A grown ass man is someone that you don't have to ask this nigga to take out the trash. You don't have to ask this nigga to cut the grass. You don't have to remind this nigga about it being your birthday, a Valentine's Day, nothing. Like, this nigga is like every day. This nigga's impressing you every day. Like you ain't never seen a nigga like this. Cause like for real, this ain't no typical nigga. Like this a grown ass motherfucking man. He not just doing the bare minimum. No, like he is the king of his castle. Like you do feel protected. You do feel provided for. And it's not never something to be questioned or doubted. Like this a grown ass man. It's a big difference between having a man in the house that you have to ask to take the trash out, that you have to ask, are we doing anything this year for our anniversary? It's a difference between being with the man that you have to kind of prompt him to show you affection, that you question if he has love for you because he's more concerned about playing his video games, or he's more concerned with hanging out in the streets with his boys and you don't really know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's there to provide and give you just enough to make you feel like he's there, but not really being that involved, like kind of more selfish. You know what I'm saying? In a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like giving but not giving. You know what I'm saying? Or you gotta prompt this motherfucker to give the way that they should give. They only gonna give you just enough just to say that they did it. So you can't throw it in their face that it's a difference between a man doing something out of obligation and someone just doing something out of want and love. You know what I'm saying? Because they genuinely cherish the bond. You know what I'm saying? Someone that's governed by the minds of men, they think, like I said, they think it's cool to have options and stuff like that. A grown ass man knows that there ain't no options. You the only option. Yeah, you know, so it's a responsible, like they take pride in them being responsible. Like they really take pride in taking care of their woman, taking care of their family, like having experiences. Like a grown-ass man would never bring any pain or harm or cause any malice to, you know what I'm saying, to their queen. And it's crazy because those good men like that, I don't know why, for some reason, they always end up with fucked up bitches. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because those be the single fathers that I be talking about. And I've been meeting them a lot. I just don't know how it happens. And I don't know how the good women, why we always end up with just typical niggas dealing with typical ass nigga shit. And it's just like, I don't know why. It's just, why is it that opposites be attracted in that way? Because I need me a good man. I need me a grown ass man. I don't need me nobody that's governed by the ways of the world. You know what I'm saying? That think that this bullshit and these rapping, these hip hop songs is cute and out here just thinking the more the merrier. No, like a real grown ass man, they want love. They want true love, marriage, and a happy family and stuff like that. A typical man, like I said, they feel more the merrier. They feel like being a pimp, being a player is more susceptible and bring happiness to them than true love. So what we need to do right now as a unit is work on matching the good with the good and the typical with the typical. You know what I'm saying? Because the women that be on the typical hood shit that want to be out there in the streets, we need to connect them with the niggas that be out there in the street and be on a typical hood nigga shit. And the queens need to be connected with the kings, because I don't know why be such of a mismatch in regards to how these good men always end up with these women where they end up being single fathers and I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyway, I love y'all. Thank you so much for the topic, and y'all send me some more topics, because I want to have some good topic conversations like this. I think this was a very good topic because I had to call a few people and see what they thought about this topic and how did they take the question. But anyway, I love y'all. I'll see y'all later.